What's going on, everybody? My name is Caleb Thomas, and I'm just going to get right down to the point. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you clicking on this video and taking the time out of your day to watch this video. By the title, you might be one of those people that struggle with putting a little bit inside the circle or the edge of circle 2. I am not the best putter in the world, but I'm very confident in my skills on the green, and I want to share those with you guys. So, without further ado, these are the 5 reasons why you suck at putting, and here's how to fix them. Alright guys, first things first, we need to go over the grip. I know you don't want to see this, and if you have seen the Thomas Gilbert video, he is so right about this. So pretty much, a lot of people like having their hand on this right here, which is cool because you can't really miss right when you do this. But for me, I putt with senseis at the moment, and they're very thin putters because I like getting more pop out of my putt. So they don't really, I can't do this because it'll hold on my finger too long, and they're tacky putters. But what I do is I pretty much just have my right hand just kind of hanging over it like this, and I have my 3 hands right here. And all I'm doing is once I'm getting the wrist motion, all I'm doing is just popping my hands out. And Thomas Gilbert made a video on this where you can pretty much tell if you're making your release off or early, a little bit to the left or right, pretty much just by sitting here and throwing it up at you like this. And it should be going straight up and down with no wobble. It means you're getting a good pop. And this applies to the same thing when you're putting into the basket. You're pretty much just flicking your wrist and just doing the same exact thing. So get your grip down, whatever's comfortable for you, but make sure you have your grip there is make sure you have your hands where you can just pop them out like that. That's the number one thing that's gonna get more pop and where you can hit circle 2 putts a lot easier than having wobble on your circle 1 putts and barely going in, okay? All right guys, number 2 is your stance. I see a lot of people, usually these people miss left or right is because they're going like this. They have their setup, they have their, well, most people, if you're a straddle putter, you know, I can't really help you with this because I'm not a straddle putter. But if you're an inline putter like me, you take your right foot right in front of the basket, and then my left foot is pretty much just a little bit to the left, I guess. Pretty much looks like this from the side. And then I'm pretty much just on the edge of my heels the whole time because you want to be on your back foot when you're pushing off. So back foot pretty much once you come down, a lot of people do this and it bugs me because this is why they miss left or right. They'll come down like here because they don't want to hit their knee. I've sometimes hit my knee come down a couple times and it does mess up a putt. And like the tempo of it is still good. But a lot of people, they'll come down and they'll go right here, and then they're already pretty much angling their wrist to the left, so when they go like this, they're pretty much just timing it wrong, which it's so easy to time it when you're just going straight like this. This is why I try to keep my disc in line with my elbow, just a boom, boom, just like that. And then for it's like circle 2 putts, where you need to get off your back foot, you can actually pull it down a little bit more, but pretty much you're just getting on your back foot and loading it and then just pushing off your back foot and putting in a little more power here. But for circle 1 putts, you don't need to be doing that. You can just be right here and just push off your back foot. You should be going, as you're going down, you're leaning back on your legs, then as you're pushing up, you're just pushing off your back foot. It's gonna feel a little weird at first, but I promise you the first time you do it, you're gonna get a lot of extra power that you did not even know you had in your spin on your putt, and it's gonna look a lot better in the air. It's not gonna look like wobbly like a lot of people have. It's just gonna build your confidence, man, it really is. So on to 3. This is going to be pretty much personal preference. A lot of people, you'll see pros putt with 2 putters. And the reason they do this is because it's something in the brain where it kind of balances yourself. It's weird. You'll see Macbeth, his balance is when he putts, he kicks his leg up like that, and it makes you kind of like balanced, I guess. It's weird. It's like easier to push off. Find something that works for you. What I do is Ezra Aderhold, I always watch him and Brody's practice rounds, and Ezra did this thing with his hand where he keeps it right here. I used to putt with 2 putters, and I didn't like it because I'd get in the habit of practice rounds where I'd miss a putt and then I would just go to this one. I can't do that in tournaments, you know? So I just take 1 putter and I have my hand here like Ezra does, just nice and simple, straight with the basket. And then just like I told you a second ago, just keep it here and then follow through. And I did add my back kick. It just builds my confidence, but whatever you guys want to do is totally okay. But I pretty much just have my hand here, just right in front of the basket. Like my hand's pretty much aiming right here. And then follow through and I have my back foot here. If it's a longer putt, I'll usually kick my back foot up. Especially with circle 2, you need to get off your back foot a little more so when you push off that, it just comes out naturally from me. Find something that is just comfortable for you to kind of balance yourself with. A little move there, a little dance move. Some people can do 2 putters, but you do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to force you guys to do anything with that, but just find something that balances you. If you have to like Robbie C, if you have to smile before you putt to make you kind of, you know, get loose, because you know, whenever you're putting, you're very tight, and if you're nervous in tournaments, you're tight. And a lot of people, to get out of that tightness, they do something that gets them away from the tournament aspect. They think of I pretty much just I focus on my back foot because when you use your whole body like this, it's like a wiggle motion, and it kind of gets me out of like the tightness, and I'm just more fluent. And I'm not saying I make every putt in a tournament, but I'm saying I make a lot more than I did before, or just in general when I'm in a tournament. So find something that you can get out of that tightness and, I guess, tournament aspect of it. Whatever's comfortable for you. Okay, on to the last two. Number 4, this is a big one. This is your follow through. I'm sure you've heard this plenty of times, but I'm so serious when I say this. I want you, when you're first practicing, I want you to exaggerate your follow through. I'm so serious. So let's say you're right here, and I go in the garage, I putt for like 30 minutes a day in the garage, and I'm just working on getting the spin. Because when you exaggerate it, you get that spin, like I was talking about, the grip and the pop. So when you get that little pop right here, it's boom. Just exaggerate your follow through. Like I always make my hands like super thick at the end, just aiming at the basket. Just be very exaggerated with it. Promise you it's gonna feel a lot better. So just right here, just nice and easy. Just follow through, I'm telling you. Follow through, and then also what comes with following through is looking at a single chain link. So this is a big thing too. So if I'm putting where you guys are at from your point of view, I'm gonna be staring at this chain link right here. A lot of people get disc dots. They just put them right here and they look at that while they're doing it. It's like throwing a baseball. You look at when you're pitching, you're looking at the mitt where the strike zone's at. You're pretty much looking at that the whole time. And when you throw, it's gonna be there or it's gonna miss left or right. You're not gonna hit your line every time, but you can miss small and still make the putt, just like a strike. You can miss your line in baseball and still get a strike. It's just like that in disc golf with putting. So let's say I'm gonna aim for the right chain link, but I'm gonna miss a little left for you guys. I'm gonna aim for the right chain link right here, but I'm gonna miss a little bit. That was center chain. That wasn't a really good example, but I'll do another one. I'm gonna aim for the right. See, I missed left on purpose, but I aimed very small and missed small, which means I can still make the putt, which is literally fine. That's totally okay. This is exactly what will take strokes off your game in disc golf. I'm so serious when I say this. Aim small, you can miss small. You can aim, I mean, it's that easy, guys. When you put your follow through together and you're looking at something, you pretty much just want to take your hand where you're aiming. So I'm pretty much taking my right hand as my follow through to the right chain link that I'm looking at. And it's every time. That was right chain link every time. Just nice and easy follow through. Center chains. I missed my line a little bit, but it was center chains. Still made the putt. Find what works for you. I promise you it'll take a lot of strokes off your game. On to 5. All right, guys. This is the biggest one of them all. You're probably gonna click off the video when I say this, but practice. I'm so serious, man. You're not gonna get better at putting in one day, okay? I don't wanna make this like a preaching video, but you are not gonna get better in one day at putting, but you can set yourself up for success in the future by following what I'm giving you right now in these instructions. So pretty much what Eagle McMahon does, damn, what the? He'll get a stack of his rainmakers and he'll just get a tempo going. So I only do a tempo, I only get like a tempo putt is when I'm kind of learning a new putter, which these are somewhat new, so I don't need to do a tempo, but I guess I will. Like a tempo is just getting a momentum going, like you don't have to worry about your tournament play where you you take your routine, you get a nice routine going. You just nice and easy, just get a tempo going, like just get a lean back, just nice and easy. Just get a momentum going, just nice and simple, nothing crazy, no stress. And then once you get the momentum and the tempo going, let's say that you already have a putter that you love and you already know how it flies. Then when you practice, you want to practice like you're in a tournament, because you know what they say, practice how you play. This is a big thing with disc golf. This is in every sport, literally in the entire world. Practice how you play. I'll sometimes take a mini. I'll take a mini down right in front of me. Let's say I have a mini right here. Even if it's like an easy tap-in putt, I'll just act like that's a mini. I'll wipe my hands, I'll do my routine, which obviously you guys have a routine. I just look at it a couple times, I do 2 little steps, put my disc up, stare at the chain really hard, go down, and then right afterwards, pick up my mini, say what's up to the fans, whatever, and then you're on to the next hole. It's that easy and simple. It's just all about how you practice, it really is. Yeah, guys, those are the 5 tips I'm gonna give you for today. If you guys want more like this on form or approach shots, you can let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to get another one out real quick. I already have a couple videos planned, but if you guys practice these 5 tips, I promise you will go a whole division higher. I was fortunate enough to go from MA3, shot really bad my first tournament ever, which was like a year and a half, 2 years ago, shot like an 872, and missed a ton of putts, so that was frustrating for me. So I went in my garage after that every day and putted, and then skipped MA2, went right to MA1, got my first MA1 win, and now I'm going to be sprinkling in some MPOs soon. So it's only up from here. If you're new to the channel, if you can hit the like and subscribe button, I'd obviously appreciate that very much. It's kind of a newer channel, so I'm just starting to get more videos out for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be safe out there.